Hey, what's going on? I thought I'd make a quick video. Had a whole lot of free time on my hands here, so I'm just having a whole lot of fun. Yeah, I thought I'd make a short and sweet video. Yeah, shout out to Nintendo Switch Twitch. No, I'm not going to play Industrial Spy, Operation Espionage, or I Spy. You gotta be kidding me. You told me that. You told me to play Disney's Dinosaur. Come on, you know I hate these games. I don't want to play these. Oh man, I love your comments, by the way. I appreciate you. I know your thumbs. Giving me the thumbs up and all this. I got some light guns here. I only have three types, but I thought I'd work backwards and show you the worst one first. This one right here is a Pelican, and I'm not sure. All I know is that Pelican makes it, and yeah, I got the cords wrapped around it. I like to wrap the cords around everything I have. I don't like cords just splayed out, so you can trip on them and stuff. But yeah, it just says Pelican accessories. Very cool looking gun. As you can tell, that's where you put the memory card. Yeah, it's got a weird trigger in the front. So when you're pressing the trigger, you do like that. So how are you supposed to, do you do it like that? What do you do? Interesting. I think you're just supposed to reload like that. You could probably set the buttons on. The has a B button, start button. Kind of cool. Cool looking. The only problem with this is that you have to adjust the brightness on your light guns to calibrate them. With House of the Dead 2, you have to make the screen real bright on a CRT television so you can get the gun to actually register. And the sights are off with this one. It's atrocious. You're supposed to hit three parts, like the corner of the screen, the middle of the screen, and then I think another corner or something. And you hit one marker, you hit another marker. You're a little bit off, but you're like, okay, I think I can work around it. And then you have to shoot somewhere where you're going off of the screen. It's just not 100% perfect. None of them are, but once you get the hang of the whatever it calibrates to, you kind of go with muscle movement, and you kind of look at the game screen where you shoot, and you're not really looking through the sight. At least not me. I'm not looking through the sight. What I'm doing is just kind of going by the feel. I'm just looking at the screen and shooting, and just kind of I guess kind of pivoting with my wrist a little bit. But once you get the hang of it, it's you can get to the end stages. I'm not sure if you can. You could probably beat the game. But what's really cool about House of the Dead 2 is that you can hook up two light guns, be first player on one side and then second player on the other side, and just it's really kind of interesting. I really like it. I'll delve more into it here in a second. I'll tell you more about that. But this one's a Pelican, and I can't tell you what exactly it's called. All of these guns, there's light blaster, Starfire light blaster, dream blaster, just something, but there's a normal reload turbo button. Yeah, and with fighting games, you want to do auto reload, and I don't care about conserving ammo or anything like that. I just want to get through the game, you know what I mean? I'll go through as many bullets as I can. I will fire bullets left and right as long as I can shoot the people, shoot the zombies. I love House of the Dead 2. I can't recommend it. Speaking of House of the Dead 2, that was my first game I ever got, and I got it back in November. It was my Christmas present to me. My mom took me to Sears back when I'm sure Sears is still around, but not in my area. But it was December. It was going to be Christmas, December '99. So November '99, the Dreamcast has already been out for 2 months, and I saw Sonic Adventure in a magazine in school. I was in middle school, and I thought that I was like, wow, this is just, there's no game looks like this. So I mean, Sonic the Hedgehog and that first stage where he's running away from that orca whale. Like I was sold on. I mean, I grew up playing Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and I was like, wow, Sega, like, I didn't really do the Sega Saturn, but yeah, it looks like Sega's really doing stuff. So I got House of the Dead 2, and I didn't play it with the light gun. I just played it with the original arcade stick. I'm not the controller, and it's really good because it's very playable with the controller too. The House of the Dead 2, if you have one light gun and someone else has the controller, you can still play. I mean, it's very playable. Um, I just got really fond memories of House of the Dead 2. It's a really good version. But yeah, talking about the guns, I got this is the Starfire Light Blaster, and let me take the cord off here. So this one is more popular, I believe. In Europe, there was some official guns. I don't have the official gun, but maybe it's the official gun that Europe is more of a fan. But they dog on the madkatz one. I don't know why. But this Starfire Light Blaster, this one is a good standby. There's this guy on YouTube. His name's Adam Koralik, and he's the Dreamcast guy. I consider myself a Dreamcast guy too. There's a couple people who are just kind of fanatics of the Dreamcast, but yeah, Adam Koralik, he's a big fan of this one, I believe, because I saw a video where he was playing House of the Dead 2 on a CRT TV, and yeah, he was using one of these, and I think that he prefers this one more than some of the other ones. But like I was saying, you can hook up player 1, player 2, play your game, and then like one of your characters dies, and I like to imagine that the character really like that. I like to imagine that they kind of really did die, and then I just kind of like make sure a pillow's next to me or something, and I'm just like, like I'm getting really deep into the game, and then like so and so down. And then then I'm like more hardcore and more focused because it's like do or die. It's like I know it sounds so stupid, but it really is intense, and I recommend it. Do 2-player mode on House of the Dead 2. If you like some of these other light gun games, I'd rather have one good light gun game than a bunch of them. But the Dreamcast did manage to have like 2 or 3 other ones. There was Death Crimson OX, and there was Confidential Mission. Those are 2 that I can remember right offhand. There is a mini game for Demolition Racer No Exit, so that's something to do with a little mini game that you can unlock. I haven't done it, but hey, something to do. I need to get into these weird things. Like you can play Soul Calibur with a fishing rod controller. You can do weird stuff with the Dreamcast, which is really awesome. So, oh, my character died. It's a little bit more dramatic than that. You're like, I just love that game so much, and you can just, you can use your cheats, and you can change the color of the blood from green to red. So, yeah, but when it comes to the Starfire Light Blaster, it calibrates okay. It's a lot better than that Pelican one. Don't know the name of the Pelican one, but this Starfire Light Blaster, which is made by Interact, pretty decent. Pretty bulky, pretty good look. It's just, decent. It's, feels good in the hands. Makes you feel macho. Yeah, but my personal favorite, I just love them. Let me get them ready here. Let me get them ready, because I love these. These are the madkatz Dream Blaster. It doesn't say on there Dream Blaster. I'm pretty sure it's called the Dream Blaster. Now it has these little nubs right here, and it's not really an analog stick. I don't know if you can tell, but they are little nubs. They have a little clicky noise to them, but they work very well. They're very adequate. They do the job. No complaints. Love it. Trigger, not much to say. Just a trigger. Does the job. It's a light gun. It has a little reload button. Well, not a reload button. I think that, yeah, it is a reload button. Typically, when I'm playing, you shoot off the screen to reload. And then you can push one of the buttons to reload, and I believe it's the B button or the side. It's like mode. No, you hit mode for rapid fire, and yeah, I totally do that. I don't. Yeah, like I said, I just shoot them till they're dead. You know what I mean? Try to get to the end of the boss. House of the Dead 2 is kind of a difficult game if you're playing it by yourself. I think it's fun with two people, and it's fun with yourself, like in two-player mode as well, because, you know. And I'm not going to plug these up or anything, but these little lights right here, they light up. It just lights up very quickly, like doot, 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 you know, and it just keeps doing that, like in succession. And yeah, this is one of the few things that madkatz made that was really good. I mean, their memory cards, I don't ever really have problems with those. The light gun is superb. And for some reason, I was listening to a podcast from the Dreamcast junkyard, and they were dogging on it. I had to say in the comments section of their video, I had to defend the madkatz Dream Blaster. I'm like, what? I mean, we really do live in different worlds. There's like different perceptions. People just, I guess they just can't really live in the same, you know, mental space or something. But I mean, I love the Dreamcast junkyard. Their website is amazing. They're always weird stuff. Like the stuff that I come across on that site is really informative and awesome. Like they keep uncovering these games that like developers were gonna come out with, but then they release like later on. Like there was this one called the Millennium Racer that came out, and I found out about that on Dreamcast junkyard. And that Millennium Racer is just yeah, I got it burnt because it's the only way you can play it, and it's a pretty good futuristic looking racer. It's like the more the merrier. Bring it, you know. But the madkatz Dream Blaster, believe it or not, this one is the official American, you know, Dreamcast gun, because every time people talk about guns, they got to bring this up. Okay, there was the Columbine shootings, right? And after that, there was kind of a, you know, Sega just didn't. They just wanted to play it safe when it came to the guns. You know, so they released. They didn't release an official one in America, but they just said, okay, madkatz, I guess just go ahead and release yours or whatever. And I don't know the full story. I'm sure that yeah, there's other like controversial things. Like there was this game called Propeller Arena, and that was not released. It was complete, but it was not released because of 9/11. And the game, you can burn it, and there's nothing controversial. It's just that you are in airplanes and you could crash into the Twin Towers in that game, apparently. Not a big deal, really, but you know, just playing it safe, just being good. But the madkatz Dream Blaster, I love this, and I love having two of them because they do the job. They look like little, like I said, the Star Trek phasers. I've kind of mentioned the Starship Enterprise and stuff. I was looking into Star Trek Discovery, and it just looks kind of, I don't know, I got mixed emotions about it. It's just, I don't know. I mean, like they're gonna release it on like some CBS Direct thing. It's just like you know, it's one of those things where it's just I'm not sure if it's gonna end up good or not. I don't really want to talk in detail about it, but yeah, the madkatz Dream Blaster, I recommend them a whole lot, and I'm just gonna keep this video about the light guns, and these are all the ones I have. So there's a few extra that you can get, third-party weird ones. There was that Yobo one that's like all orange. I just saw pictures of that, and there's the official one. The official one does not work with the American version of House of the Dead 2, which is weird because like all of the games kind of are universal. You can use Japanese peripherals here in America. You can, you know, like a Japanese controller, and just use it at, you know, everything's just like, you know, region free basically. All you need is a Game Shark disc, and you can play Japanese games, stuff like that. You can do a whole lot with the Dreamcast. It's a really good system. You don't even have to mod it for a lot of things that you want to do with it. Like just, you know, burning games or whatever. You can just most of them play burnt games and stuff like that, and just being able to exploit the system and do so much with it, it's amazing. And so that's it for my my light guns for today. So, have a good one, and thank you for watching, and don't play Disney's Dinosaur or I Spy.